Hey, this is Stacia, and I'm going to share my round 2 game from the Parma Chess Club. So, round 1 I lost to Jim Nix, and I lost right in the opening. You can see that game on my channel. This game I was out for blood. I was playing Troy Grove, and I had the white pieces. Now, I know Troy Grove. He's a good player. He plays quickly, and he doesn't really care if he finds the best moves in most cases, but he likes to be slippery and play quick. And, well, it's basically, my kryptonite. But also, if I can catch him, then I'll have a big attack and it'll be fun. So I was planning on playing a tough game here, and I opened with e4. He went d6. So looking for the perk defense, I take the center, of course, knight f6, knight c3, g6, f4. Okay, and he played c5. So I think c5 is him confusing his move order. Unfortunately, I confused mine as well. Like, instead of c5, I'm pretty sure that you throw in bishop g7, knight f3, then c5, and we have, like, sort of a main line. And in this position, there's some crazy lines that can come about. Let's see if I can show you how it goes. There's check, forcing the bishop to d7, followed by e5, take, knight g4. But after knight g4, we can play e6. Notice the bishop is pinned, so that's attacked. So they can take here. And, well, let's take here first, here, then this, check, here, takes. We take with the knight, unleashing an attack on that knight on g4. And the games go on, and I'm pretty sure there's some sort of perpetual, but that's enough, right? So I just wanted to give you a taste of the theory involved here. Can be pretty crazy because we're opening the position early before anyone's developed. So after c5, without those two tempos, I played check. So I also didn't find the right move. And I have to tell you that I was not in the mood to be objective this game. I was in the mood to create a mess on the board and then see who could figure out their way out of it better. And I thought that would be me. So that was my strategy. So I thought he might play fast moves and blunder, and I'll calculate and find the right moves. This is a G90 game after all. So I played check to avoid the queen trade after takes, and here. Queen e2 is silly because it would block my bishop. So probably best is to take, but this is good. I mean, this endgame is good. I probably should just go for this next time. I can play bishop e3, or I could just play e5 immediately if I want, but really I want to castle. Like, let's say they just, I don't know what they would do here. Castle with check. I mean, this is better for white for sure. Instead of that, I should also note, by the way, that he could try queen a5 to get the pawn. And in that case, I would probably take here, and then he could take here. And then I thought queen d4 might be a move. But okay, so I would have went for this had I looked at it a little longer, but I did not. Instead, I didn't know if he'd play queen a5, first of all. So in the game, c5, and I just go check here and e5. Okay, so my plan to make a mess on the board is working, right? This is starting to get weird looking. So he takes once. I'm attacking the knight, and he's simply captured. So I set a little trap here because if I take the knight and he takes back, I would actually grab the bishop, and it looks like it's a fork, but of course I have knight c3 here. And if he takes this, attacking the knight, I could just take. I mean, why not? And this is great for white. In fact, I'm on this, and yeah, we're just winning. We're up material. So okay, he didn't do that though. he just simply retreated his bishop, which is pretty interesting. The bishop is weird here, but is also like quite active in stopping me from castling and also guarding e2, which could be annoying. Like in this position, I really wanted to take here, you know, but then I thought this comes with check. And I'm not sure I want to end up in a pin like this. I mean, there's pressure and I don't know. I didn't quite see the point of playing like that, so I didn't do it. Instead, I went bishop to e3. So bishop e3, and now when he takes here, which he did, I can take here. Now I've got a 4 versus 2 on this side of the board, and he has a 4 versus 2 on this side of the board. And his pawns are double, mine aren't. And I think I'm slightly more developed as well. Now, if you wanted to trade queens here, I'd be all for it, because now my rook was just brought to the open file while his is not. So his rook remains on a8. So that's why he didn't trade. So after it takes, he just went queen c7, attacking my pawn. So I played queen d4. Now I could have played knight d5 immediately, but I thought maybe he would go like queen c6. Is that possible? Yeah, I thought he would go here. Then again, that does occupy the square the knight would like to go to. So this wouldn't be the end of the world at all. I might go queen f3, I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway. So after queen c7 though, I played queen d4 first. And I thought this is fine because I actually have a tempo on this. He went bishop g7, which I kind of hoped he would. Because now this pawn's actually pinned. I mean, who's pinning who? This discovered attack I can dodge, but this is pinned. So I could just take it. So I went knight d5 now. I like this move a lot. Now I'm very active and I'm hitting a bunch of stuff. He goes queen d8, and here I got to throw in this check. Queen e4 check. And this is a very good check. Okay. Patzer sees check, Patzer plays check. That includes me. But this is actually a good move, because how does black get out of check? It's not easy, right? You can't block with the queen. I take you with a knight. You can't. Actually, wait. Actually, I take with checkmate. That would be better. All right. More puzzle rush. And otherwise, where are you going? Like, you can't go here. Like, this is ridiculous, right? Definitely can't go here. I'd probably just play knight b6. This is almost mate, in fact. Like, where are you going? Like here, and then this. Yeah, I don't know. This is bad. Did they just lose their queen, or? I think so. Yeah, queen d6 only move. Ooh, and then can I, that's pinned now. So can I just play here? Is this mate? I think it's not mate. Queen e7. Oh, here. Well, I could just take with the pawn, maybe. Still not mate. I just want to mate. I want to mate really bad here. All right, it's the computer. This is what I saw. And then I thought here, but then I have queen e7. Yeah, queen e7 is checkmate. Okay, so you get the point. So queen d8 check, and he goes king f8. Yeah, so, I mean, now I know I have a good position. I was getting excited, and, but here's the thing. If I... Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes I get a little too excited. And I thought I found a brilliant move here, but unfortunately for me, it doesn't work. I was looking at the move c6, and I thought this was an amazing move. If he takes with the knight, which did happen, by the way. I was planning this check. This is the whole point. I'm clearing the c5 square for the bishop. And yeah, and if he tries to block with the knight, for example, I just take. You know, this is going to win. Heavy material, game over. But after knight here and check, he can just play king g8, king g8. And I was looking at this and I thought this is still great. But it's not as great as I thought because I did, in fact, you know, sacrifice a pawn. And, well, I could have just continued my development. So the correct move is actually not c6, giving away a pawn for no reason. I could have just castled, like, why not? Okay, but I did do this in the game. He took it, and this did happen with king g8. So now I castle, queen a5. He's attacking my a pawn, but also my bishop. I didn't see anything better than bishop a3. It's awkward, but again, same as his bishop. It's like I have a lot of scope, but it is an awkward bishop. So, okay, he goes h6. And here's the thing. I think h6 is probably a good move because black has a problem, right? Their rook is buried. Their rook is totally buried. So they want to try to connect their rooks and get their king a bit safer. So he played h6 because king h7 could come, and then this rook will get in the game, and then any advantage I have will probably be gone. So I go knight to f3. He plays king h7, and now h4, rook he8. So black is activated. I think black's fine now. I went queen f4, but now he messed up because he went h5, and I think this move is actually a bit of a mistake because, well, let's follow my rule. Always take free stuff. All my Sunday class kids know about that rule. You take, right? It's a pawn. I also like my queen wedge here, but he played queen f5. Now, I analyzed this with Michael Jolson, and he gave me some pretty nice insight. He said the way he would categorize this game is that I didn't play objectively. I thought I was a better player than my opponent, which is partially true. I don't think I'm a better player. I think that strategically and calculation-wise, I have an edge. Attacking-wise, I have an edge. And I also feel that in positions that are easy to play, he will play faster than me, simpler than me, and beat me on time. That is what I did think in real life. But either way, I let my objectivity get away from me. Because looking at this now, like, let's trade. I mean, that's a lot of weaknesses, right? This is a clearly better endgame for white. I don't think we have this because of knight e5, defends and attacks. But, I mean, even without that, I still like something like here. Let's just do this with tempo and double and whatever. And it looks like there's plenty of play for white. Instead, I played check here and queen c3, which I do consider to be a mistake because the counterplay that black has is very real. You know, I should have understood a little better that my king's on c1 on an open c file. If I go to b1, I'm in line with the queen. This knight can jump to the center. This rook's coming to the center. It could just aim right at c2. I mean, so do you get the point? There's tons of counterplay for black here. And honestly, I'm definitely not better and I might be worse. That's what I was thinking. So, I mean, not yet. I thought this later. I play queen c3 because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to keep attacking. But okay, knight e5. And I already started to realize I was in trouble. I got a bad feeling. So, oh yeah, and I thought for like 10 minutes here because I was terrified of this move. What do I do? I don't know, honestly. I really don't. Like, what do I play? I actually thought if here, could he even play just check and win my queen? I mean, yeah, so can't do that. I guess I could try going here, but what about just rook c8? I mean, this is covered. This is covered. This is covered too. I really got nothing here. I think I'm losing. Engine says -5 for black. Yep, so it's true. So the move I played in the game, I just tried to centralize my queen, and I was dreaming of like rerouting my knight here and maybe like make some threats. So that's the plan. I think black should have played rook c8. He did not. In the game, he went king g7. I mean, I that's way too passive. He should have played here. I was, whoops, not there. Here, I was deadly afraid of this move. I mean, what do? I have to defend, right? I mean, if I go here to defend, he could go here. Okay, I can't go here because there's a bishop, so, you know, if I go here, there's a queen. So, I mean, I'm getting in trouble, right? Like, how do I defend this? I think I'm lost again. Engine says mate in 5. Mate in 5 for white? Okay, we have to find it. Mate in 5 for white, really? Oh, well, I just blundered for black, that's all. Because we could take that, right? Take. Here. Wow, do I have this move? I do. Maybe. I checked the engine because I don't want to spend too much time. Here, and we have mate. What's the mate? I like that we're guarding that square. Everything's taken. Oh, just this then. But then they go here. And then I go here. Wait, I can't play that move either. Maybe that wasn't right. Computer says knight h7 is the way. King e6, rook d6. Yeah, that is mate. Wow, that's cool. All right, well, I guess they can't play rook 88, but still, if I did go here, I don't know. I just don't like this. I mean, they could even try this, right? Like, what's wrong with this move? I guess I could go here, but they... Okay, I'm confused, but I think black's winning. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but trust me, that kind of play is real. I'll show maybe one more thing. Like, okay, I went queen d4. Yeah, queen d4. He played f6, which never play f6. Okay, but after queen d4 and here, I could also think about this move, but I thought this didn't work. So why not? Well, I think the answer is let's see, what was the answer? Not sure. How's the engine? Wow, the engine gives... Wow. You know what the engine gives? I wouldn't think of this move, but it gives bishop f1. Look at that. I think they want to play check or something like that. Because then, if this rook gets distracted, there's mate. Wow, that's pretty wild. After bishop f1, I would be terrified. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I move this rook away, it's mate. So what do I do? Could I go here? See what the engine wants now. And now it wants knight d3 check. Wow. Yeah, they can play that, I guess. If I go here, they probably just take it, right? Because I'm pinned. Now they're still threatening me. Yeah, okay, so this is horrible. So, yeah, I messed up then. I think queen c3 was a really big mess up, probably a blunder. But then he followed up with f6. I mean, okay, I did have a plan. I wanted to do this really badly. Like, very simple, like, I'm going to checkmate you type stuff. Because that diagonal is just so weak. Why not? But, okay, queen d4, f6, and knight e4. And now I'm threatening this and this. I'm starting to get low on time. King g7, and I can't believe I didn't play this fork. I was afraid of him pinning me for some reason, but I could take a queen with check. So I think I just didn't really look. I must have just in a flash been like, oh, they pinned me. So I was in defense mode in my mind, I guess. Not good chess. So I went knight c5, which misses a win. And then he goes here. And now I wanted to play the endgame because the counterplay that black had was like winning, and I knew it. And I thought for like almost 15 minutes on one move. And so when I got the chance to play this, I was so happy. Like, this endgame is great. Check here. Let's go rook d1. They come over here and defend their rook. And now it's already white to move and win, and it's not hard tactic. Yeah, I think a lot of moves win, actually, but I like this one. Just knight takes bishop. We take a bishop. We just simply take it. If he takes back, it's a discovery, right? So we're going to win now. We just take that, probably with the bishop, and I think that's good enough. If he goes here, I can even pin him, I think. If he goes here, I would leave him in a pin. So this is winning. So he actually just traded, but I take with check. So it's still check. He gets out of check, and I just retreat the knight. I'm up a piece. So the rest of the game wasn't too interesting. Actually, I made a him at the end in the middle of the board, but I don't think I have the whole game, so we'll just click through a little bit. I mostly messed around in this part of the game, but I was low on time. So I thought, I'm up material, so I don't have to be in a rush, is what I thought. And I don't remember what happens here. Well, oh, this did not happen, because I would take it. So yeah, it's pretty much here. I'll delete that other move. That definitely did not happen. So, hey, you know, I got a win. You know, I'll take a win. It was a pretty sloppy win. I was not objective. I didn't calculate that great either. I allowed counterplay when I shouldn't have. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty awful game on my part. I think I could have done a lot better. I was not objective, and I was just trying to make a mess on the board, and that I did. So I guess my strategy did work, but it was not a good strategy, and it was not good play. But that's how chess is sometimes, right? So we'll take the wins we can get. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely learned from this game, which is good, and I hope you did too. And I'll be back with more chess. Okay, bye.